Okay, we are back, as I said I would be if I did something remotely interesting, and I don't know whether this is interesting, but it's certainly remote. I'm still in the Heart Nebula, as you can see on the left there. It says Heart Sector. Made a couple of jumps since the last planet I landed on, and I decided to land on this one because, well, it's here basically. I came here and I had first discoveries here, apart from this one. Somebody's done that one only for some reason. Didn't bother with the rest. And I've landed on the furthest icy body. So it doesn't look too icy at the moment. Let me just do that again. Yeah, okay. So it's not looking that icy. But you'll see, oh, there's not much left of it, eh? That little wispy nebulous cloud sticking up there is the Soul Nebula. I was trying to find a spot, I didn't do it very well obviously, where you could see the Soul Nebula again on the one side, and you've got the Heart Nebula around us up here, but I put it out in the worst place, because now I'm kind of in between. I've got the heart over there, and the soul over there, and the liver and onions in the middle. Right, so in camera mode it kind of looks like this. Got some ambient light. See, this planet, when I was landing it, had some kind of whitish colour with orangey stripes on it. And I was guessing that the orangey stripes were the ambient colours from the nebula, but I'm not so sure, because if you look up, there's not too much of it. So there's not too much of the nebula showing here. And if we pop over to the soul, well, it's not that good, is it? And it looks like, no. Where's that big bright section coming from right there? Not sure where the local star is here. But anyway, nevertheless, it's a pretty decent view of the Heart Nebula. I'm kind of in between. Let's take a look where I am, because I'm actually not so sure. Just pop into the old galactic map. Okay, so yeah, you can see I'm just on the way out of the Heart Nebula now. So I've been through it on my way out, and on my way over now to the Soul Sector, which is probably another 7 or 8 jumps, I would say. I'll get there in the end. 8. Okay. So I don't want this to be a long video about me floating around on the SRV, so I'm going to cut this short while I have a little dance around here, and I'll be back this time in the Soul Sector. So I will see you. I'll see you there. Okay, time for another video. Still on day 8. And this is the Soul Nebula coming into view right now, and I have one more jump to make before I get to the system that I decided to settle in first. So I think I'm in the nebula at the moment. I'm just on the outskirts of it. Yep, just on the outside of it. So this next jump should put me into it. We've got some nice red going on over there. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the jump now. I am on my stats. My max distance from start says 7497, so I'm definitely going to be putting that right. I want at least 7,500, obviously. If I can be bothered to jump another 500, I don't know. If I do, it'll just be jumping and fueling. It won't be scanning. It'll be just to do it, to put 8,000 on the clock, basically. That's it.
Frameshift drive charging.
So, Soul Sector MXUC27. Sounds pretty catchy.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
See, I'm not really going any further out with these jumps. I'm kind of going across as opposed to outwards. So, let's see what's in this sector. Ooh, has it been touched? Yes, it has. Okay, maybe we can land on one of these. I'm going to scan, well, definitely this one. Probably do this one. I should do all of these really, I suppose. I guess they're just high metal content. So I'm going to do that. And land on one of these, I think. They're all going to be ice walls, I would imagine. So just land on one of those and see what the view's like. So again, I won't bore you with me doing that until I get there. Then I'll bore you. So, oh shit, I've come a bit too far in, I think. But by the time the ship heats up, I'll be ready to leave. Well, I hope so.
Warning, temperature critical.
Time to go.
Complete.
Okie dokie, so I will catch you a little bit later and we'll take a look at what the Soul Nebula looks like. Here we are, we've dropped out of orbital cruise and glide engaged already on this planet, which, yeah, I came in really quickly. I'm hoping this glide's going to finish. There we go. Check this out. So we've got Soul Nebula here, and I don't even know if this is visible, but we'll have a look. It's not the Heart Nebula, it's another planet right there. Oh, I'm so tempted to go flying down there. But I know what'll happen if I do. But if I do, I'm going to face this way. So it seems that the surface of the planet is this white in the middle that you see here. It's kind of a orangey going to white going to bluish colour from what I can see. But I think the orange layer on the top is just, orangey brown layer, is just basically the ambience from the nebula. I don't even think I'm going to be able to land in here, but you can be sure that I'm going to be damn careful about it either way. Looks like it could be, I mean it's not, but it looks like it could be liquid. It'd be cool if it was. But I'm not going to go very quick in case I hit something. And this is an icy An icy world, just happens to be very dark down here in this chasm. I don't really plan on landing it here, but... oh, there we go. I could land it here.
Landing gear deployed.
It's probably not the best view to view the nebula with. But it certainly might provide some interesting views from the SRV. Let's take a look. Okay, let's have a look. See if we can see much of anything. It's not really the view I was expecting, but I just thought this ice might just give me a bit more detail when I got down here. Just setting up some screenshots, because I know unless I come back here I'm not going to have this opportunity again. So this is the Soul Nebula, and we are... oh, I need to come out of the camera. We are here, so kind of at the bottom in the brightish area. That's where I decided I would be, and this is where I'm going to remain for this evening. This is my camping out for the night point, as it were. So I'm not going to be leaving this planet now until tomorrow, day 9, when I'll do a little bit more probably scanning around the Soul Nebula, but certainly what I'll be doing is visiting that neutron star that I've got in mind, and then maybe on that later that day, and if not, then the next day I'll be heading back. Now, what I don't want to happen here is for my ship to fly away, because I don't know if it'll land here, and also I don't know if I can get out of here, because I'm in this chasm-y place, so, and I reckon it's going to be too deep. Yeah, I'm not getting up. There's no way I'm reaching up there. I think I'd better get back to the ship, to be honest, and put myself back on the surface. I'm in too deep. Yes, I know these subtitles keep cropping up. It seems to be a little theme, a reoccurring theme, which is completely unintentional. What if I can climb in this way? There we go. So that was rather quick and pointless. Okay, here we go. Oh, I've blocked nose all day today. So I'm just going to lift off and get onto the surface. Or rather up onto this surface here. There we go. I think this will provide a much better view of the nebula. Oh, come on. That's what happens when you have derated thrusters. Sorry, derated power distributor. I'm so focused on different things that I'm not focusing on my words.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, we won't know till we hit 150 whether we can land. 150, there we go. Yes, we can apparently. Righty. Let's get the old car out the garage. Whoa, slippy. Not so much because of the terrain, but I guess because of the low gravity at 0.04. I am right, aren't I? Yeah, 0.04. So, yeah. Let me see if I can get a good shot in here. So there it is. It's not quite as bright as the Heart Nebula, at least not here. I wonder if the Heart Nebula is visible at from some angle. Maybe not, obviously not on this planet, but when I'm out in space, I'm sure it is visible. It has to be. It's just a question of where it is. But this is my destination for this evening, my final destination. Let's see what this is. This single thin line. Yeah, nice gentle touchdown. It does look better with the lights off, doesn't it there? Yeah. Okay. I'm in a far-off nebula on a far-off icy world. Please give me something that's not carbon and bloody sulfur and nickel. And iron. Zinc. Jesus, when's that coming down? It's gone off into another postcode. There it is. They seem to be kitting up well on zinc these days. You could do that all day, couldn't you? Well, maybe another 99 times. Okay. Don't worry about it. See, the high beam doesn't work the way I would have expected it to. On a car, see, this is dipped. All this seems to do is make the normal lights brighter. You know, it doesn't... They're still dipped. They're more intense, but they're still dipped. I can't see further out on the high beams than I can on the dip beams. And they are called dipped beams. Oh, hello. So yeah, the high beam should be able to point more forwards, further out, like normal high beams do on a car. Am I still in the air? Bloody hell. The 89 I'm down to now, is it? Yeah, I used to have this theory that these thin lines would lead to more lucrative finds. I'm not even sure that's the case now. Manganese and carbon, both common. Yeah, common as muck, lad. Now, do we have a point of interest over there? I'm not even bothered if it is. Let's try this one. Quite a good landscape here. Makes me feel like I'm on the Mars rover or something, scouring for life. Nickel, sulfur. Just what about some mercury or something different? Same old shit, time and time and time again. Very common. Yeah, it should have been called all too common. Well, here we have another small line, a thin line, like pizza crusts. You've got a thin one and a thick one. And then you've got the points of interest, which are the toppings. Yeah, pizza lines. So this is thin and crispy, this one. So thin and crispy lines tend to contain more exotic materials than the thick, doughy ones. Although that is not proving to be the case lately. Although there you go, molybdenum. You don't get those on the thick ones. See, there's a thick one there. That's really thick, that one. Looks like baking a loaf of bread instead of a pizza. What am I talking about? I seem to be drawn towards this cluster of stars. It's very flat here as well again, so I don't really have a place where I can just take off. Oh, why am I doing this? Oh, yes. I'm getting pretty handy at that. Okay. I do have another SRV in case I kill this one. But I'm fine for the moment. Keeping an eye on the fuel. See, now this isn't thin and crispy. This is thick. This radar wave here. Thick and crusty. And now that I've said that, I'm going to think of bloody pizza crusts every time I'm exploring a bloody planet. Oh, it's kind of broken down now, this pattern. And it's... Oh. I should have put the chain tires on. Carbon... Flying sulfur. And flying carbon. What's this little thing here? Oh yeah, it was a little thing, now it's just spread out. Eron and sulfur. Not interested in that really. Loads of Eron and loads of sulfur. Okay, so we've got another thickened what was it? Thick and crusty. See, I've just hit that big wedge of cheesecake. Am I making you hungry? Sulfur and chromium. And what else? Let's wait for it to land. It's coming in via airmail. Yep, no good. And... oh, for fuck's sake. Carbon. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's not like I'm in desperate need for anything. Get over. I'd like to have my tellurium back, but that's so difficult to find. Saw you a mile away. Metallic meteor. Chromium and manganese. What's this bug out there? What's this one that's 150 feet in the bloody air? Oh, hello. Cadmium. Yes, I'll take that cadmium. I believe that might have been one of the ones I lost when I accidentally repaired my SRV to a premium level. So it's great, isn't it? You just collect little bits of rock, pop them into the back of the SRV, into the boot, and yeah, you just put them all in a blender and it synthesizes a repair for your ship. Well, I'm sure it doesn't work quite like that. Right, we've got a thin and crispy one here, so maybe we'll yield something here. If not, then it's going to be a ship recall and calling it a night. Well, this isn't the signal that I wanted, so we'll be having a blast of this one. Yeah. Come on, my little thin and crispy, be something nice. I see you. Oh, too bloody close. Phosphorus and mongoose. And what else we got? Sulfur and sulfur. What a load of rubbish. What a load of rubbish. So, recall the ship. Well, that is it for day 8. And there's my shadow, which means okay, where's the old local star then? That's not bad, it hasn't landed too far away. Seems to, when it can land close to you, it seems to pick a range of around 600 meters from what I can make out. Let's see if that bears out. Oh, 470, okay. That's not bad, that's pretty good. Should be able to slip right in the back here. I'd get my timing right. Took the roof off. Board ship, yes, board ship goes with the board pilot. Scanning, scanning, scanning. This is where I am going to be parked for the evening. So I'm going to go hop into the back of the ship and yeah, put the telly on. I don't think I'll be able to get Netflix from here. I don't have Netflix, so don't worry, I don't have it. Yeah, so although I talking of Netflix, I don't. Yeah, it's off topic, I know, but the news I heard today was that it's gone global, so might be something I would sign up to, take a look at it, see if it's got anything on there that I want. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So hopefully by the year 3302 it'll have gone galactic. Obviously it will have been bought up by Google at some point, because Google by now will are the silent partner in the company that makes all the space stations and spaceports in this Milky Way. Yeah, Google have taken over the galaxy 300 years ago, and yeah, wouldn't bloody surprise me. Yeah, and they've got the mummified Donald Trump there. No, never mind, I'm just going off tangent here. So, yeah, some nice ambient light from the Soul Nebula. So, we did it. Heart and soul of the galaxy. Less ambient light on this side. Isn't it brilliant? Because the galaxy's over there. The galaxy. Oh, it's like, let's play count the word slip-ups he makes. The nebula's over there. And my ship is white, which is what it should be. And the ambient light starts to hit it on the side, right, which is what it should be doing. But it's nice to know that it does that. That it's working as it should be. Look at the shadows of these stones. Looks really cool. They're like... No, forget what I was thinking. No, let's not even go there. Okay, they're like little sperms, okay? Never mind. But anyway, just going to take a screenshot here. I have to remember that this is the Soul Nebula and not the Heart one. I think what I should do is just do a screenshot of this, and then I'll know that these two go together. And it says at the bottom there, Soul Sector, MXU. Right, so before I sign off, I am there, and I think if I want to get my 7,500 light years out. Oh, it seems, by the way, that this Viper that I realized I have is a freebie, because another friend of mine has found the same thing. So we've both been away, so we don't know what's going on in populated space. We haven't been keeping up with the news, and yeah, so I don't need a Viper Mark IV. It was free, thanks. But unless you've kitted it out for me as well, I'll be selling it when I get back. There's nothing else around here to look for, is there? There's no more. But I'm going to have to make tomorrow another, before I go to the neutron star. I want to just venture out this way a little bit, because I am still stuck at max distance from start 7497, and I do want to do 75 plus. Materials collected 302, which just shows that I've dumped some. I've refined 10 of them. That's from mining. Oh, does those materials include the synthesis ones? Are they included in there? Because I don't think I've collected 302. I haven't done that much mining. No, it must be. It must be. I'm not going to get out of into the bloody SRV and go and collect one more just to see if that number goes up. I'll find out tomorrow. that's it then. We're done. So bye bye, and I will see you on day 9 if you can bear the torture. I'll catch you next time.